getting healthcare advice or connecting with your healthcare team online is an option that is increasingly available in today's market. If you have health insurance, your policy may cover these types of services and their expenses. Or if you are employed, your employer may sponsor coverage of this type of service. If you want to pay for the service yourself, the cost is usually about $40 to $50 for a basic session of low complexity, although specialists or complex health issues may charge more. It's helpful for the customer to realize that the medical office is designed to help a provider examine a patient. This is why the lights are usually bright, and the provider has all the equipment at hand if needed. When connecting at home, the patient probably won't have the same type of lighting setup as an office, so here are a few suggestions to help get the most out of an online visit. Holding a mobile device in your hand while talking can get pretty tiresome quickly. Plus, if you move or want to show something on your body, it can be disorienting to the person that you're talking to. It's usually easier to have the mobile device or camera propped up and to move yourself rather than to move the mobile device. If you prop up the device, or if you're using a laptop or desktop, it will also allow you to sit at a more comfortable distance from the camera, so your features won't be distorted and the lighting will be more even. It's much easier for everyone involved if the device with the camera is still and the patient does the moving around. The web cameras and cameras in mobile devices have gotten quite good, so sharing a picture of something on your skin can be done by holding the camera about a foot away. Apple devices can't focus any closer than about 7 centimeters anyway, so being closer than that results in a blurry image. Holding the camera farther back lets the provider also better see around the area of interest and get some anatomical context to what you're taking a picture of. Also, holding the camera back a bit more lets more light in, and this evenly illuminates the area better than when you hold it close. With the resolution of most mobile devices on the market, the picture can usually be zoomed in if the provider wants to take a closer look. Speaking of lighting, that warm glow bedroom lamp that is almost always a yellow-orange looks great at night, but it will really affect the colors on your web camera or mobile camera. In particular, the color red can get misrepresented, and for skin issues, the color red and the tint of red is really important and needs to be as accurate as possible. If you're going to use a mobile camera, there's probably a flash or light that can be turned on to add some white light, which will help. But these lights were really intended for a subject that's about an arm's length away to maybe a few feet. Again, another reason to hold your camera away to let the light even out a little. Except for maybe the kitchen or the bathroom, homes don't usually have lighting fixtures with true white light, as most bulbs are either cool white or warm white. Getting colors correct are while you'll see a film company use a clapperboard with known colors on it so that they can go back and correct any colors that the lighting may have changed. While you probably aren't going to change the lights in your house just for an online call with your healthcare team, don't be surprised if you're asking about a rash or something and the provider suggests that you go to a bathroom or a kitchen to take a picture. It's just because the light's usually better there. These are just two areas of the house where the light bulbs typically have a more true color capability. If you want a hint, if you put true color or sunlight bulbs, usually with a Kelvin temperature of about 5500 in your closet, those dark navy socks will finally look different than your black ones. If your personal provider or primary care provider supports online visits, then you should ask them if there's any equipment that you can purchase that will enhance the follow-up conversations. If you have high blood pressure, then a blood pressure cuff would probably be an obvious item to have for a follow-up visit. Simple things like thermometers and weight scales can also be helpful. There are a number of models on the market that can automatically transmit the information of your temperature or weight through the internet, but it's also just as easy to communicate the old-fashioned way and just tell your provider when you're online with them what your temperature was or what your weight was. Should you have a condition that your provider needs some special equipment to monitor, such as a stethoscope, or if they need close-up pictures of something on your skin, they'll probably have a preferred piece of equipment or method that they'll want you to use. If they're monitoring an implanted device, such as a pacemaker, that usually comes with its own special equipment that is often provided.